I'm going to put up some couple of clips just to show you that when these women come and defend our country and defend our hospital and defend our medication in this country, it's not because they don't want to help these people. It's because South Africa has had enough. Let me tell you, we are helping people who are ungrateful. So it cannot continue to be like that. Enough is enough. I think, you know what, South Africa has always helped this people. But let me tell you, it will never be enough. They just want to come to this country and milk this country and destroy this country and do the wrong things to this country. And
this is why I love Ghanaians. The game is on between Ghanaians and Nigerians. So Nigerians actually had the guts to tell Ghanaians to stop watching or airing their movies in their Ghanaian stations. And see, there are no excuses in this, because this clearly came from a Nigerian actress.
Please help me. I'm being kidnapped. My mama kidnapped me to my slum.
Your sister is here in Nigeria and she is kidnapped. You give me my money, she go. If you don't give the money, I'll take the money from her body. You see this one? I cut it.
Welcome back, guys, to another interesting, intriguing, and most importantly, expository episode, guys. I'm so overwhelmed and my heart is so full. My heart is so heavy. It's been years I felt like this, because at the end of the day, it's almost want to seem as though it's becoming a norm, because this is most importantly one amongst so many things we experience as citizens cut across different countries, from Nigeria, most importantly, as a Nigerian speaking, and as other citizens from different countries. Just as South Africans are overburdened and they are sick and tired of illegal foreigners, and neighboring countries as Zimbabweans and the rest of others, becoming a pain on their neck. It's the same way we, or I as a Nigerian, am personally sick, drained, and tired of the constant traumatic actions, crimes of fellow Nigerians on their own fellow citizens, but this time around on other countries' citizens. Welcome back, guys, to another episode. I'll try to be in the best of my emotions, because I just want to put everything together. I've been so down emotionally the past few days, but I've been trying to seek or see that my strength do not fail me, right? But welcome back, first of all, and thank you for tuning in to see what we have. Of course, according to the title, I am tired, I am drained, and I'm exhausted at this point, not because of maybe my daily activities, not because of personal issues, but the constant replay of the crimes being committed, perpetrated by fellow Nigerians on their own fellow citizens, human beings, and this time around on other countries' citizens. We've got some topics here and there that I feel like I need to bring out my time, because it's almost like a curse for me, a calling for me, and a passion for me to always see these things and not let them slide like every other person would do. Because you see, for the most part, people want to always talk about the good, but meanwhile, most times the good is not really what is destroying the country. It's not really what is pulling down the country, ruining the name, the reputation, and the image of the country, particularly Nigeria. We've got South Africans and South Africa with their own cries and complaints in this video, and as well Ghanaians with their own cries and complaint in this video, right? But I feel like as a human, as an adult, as a human being with living conscience, I needed to come here and touch on this, because I can literally not sleep well at night knowing these things are going on in other people's country, in the continent of Africa, and we are Africans, and we are seeking and rooting for each other, for the growth, the success, and development of our countries and our continent as a whole. Without all these things being addressed, we are headed nowhere. We know it's been trending on the internet about Ibrahim Traore. See the way people are turning on with massive love and support for him, because why? He fights and stands against corruption and evil, right? And he has done practically things that the world today, not just Africans, have come to see and realize that, yes, this is the kind of leader we need. This is the kind of people or person Africa needs, right? And that's why you see the love, the massive support turn out from different countries. Because as a matter of fact, if majority of the leaders in Africa, I mean, at least 5 to 10% are like Ibrahim Traore, do you know what the countries in Africa would look like and the continent of Africa will amount to? Why South Africans have been complaining, lamenting about incessant influx of so many Nigerians, Zimbabweans, Lesothos, Malawians, name them, is as a result of failed leaders. Failed leaders resulting to failed country, and failed citizens resulting to crime. The crime that they inherit from childhood, inborn in their bone, their bloodstream, and their marrow, that has become so demonic in them that the thing of conscience is no longer there. Because make sense that, guys, first of all, in Ghana, from Ghana, a Ghanaian lady would literally be adopted by a Nigerian.
I should stop. Please help me. I'm making up. My mama kidnap me to Islam. Mama boys can't family me or me Islam. My mama show. Then I'm in Islam. What's my mama to be a friend? Be a Miss Lamon Yakura. Mama bomb one no family. My show. The enemy of Miss Lamon, Miss Lamon, Miss Lamon. My mama show. Why? Oh.
Now you look. Your sister is here in Nigeria and she is kidnapped. You give me my money, she go. If you don't give the money, I'll take the money from her body. You see this one? I cut it. I sell.
Rush, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing this footage. It was a bit difficult. I wouldn't say a bit. It was difficult to watch, but all the same, thank you. And if by any chance we are not able to raise these funds, or it doesn't reach this, I mean, his ransom doesn't get to him on time, and he kills this poor soul, that should ignite the move for Ghanaians to exit ECOWAS. I mean, it doesn't benefit us in any way, shape, or form. This is not the first time they've killed one of us. They did same with Afiba. That poor soul was killed in Nigeria. Yet our then president, Akufo-Addo, didn't utter a word about this crime. Well, how do you expect him to say anything? He's bedfellows with Nigerians. Anyway, anything good he would give to Nigerians to run in Ghana. This Akufo-Addo guy managed to close Ghanaian banks and allowed his in-laws, the Nigerians, to take over our banking system. And that's why they've got shoulders to flaunt their muscles and behave as if they are the ones building our economy. Yet our economy was built already before they came to the shores. That's probably what attracted them. We've done it. We may be slow.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Clip you just watched now was too difficult for me to comprehend. It was too difficult for me to assess because I lack words, and it's painful. It's painful to know that there are still humans like this as Nigerians without living conscience doing this, and even worse, to their own fellow human beings, not to talk of other country citizens. Guys, to say the least, I'm pained, I'm drained. Anyways, this was a clip of a Ghanaian trending. It is trending, and I think Ghanaians at this point, video credit to my brother Rash Online, are trying to rally down to see how they can save the life of this mother. It's the gruesomeness for me. It's the wickedness for me. Oh my God. You're going to dismember a human being in bits and give out the body to make money, and you say it's normal? Oh God, where are you? God, where are you? What generation of vipers and demons are this? God, are these really your creatures? My heart goes out to the family of this woman and the entire citizens of the country Ghana, because as a Nigerian, I can't even process the thought of what the families of this woman will be going through. And look at how Ghanaians are pained. Anyways, while we deliberate on that, I will still come back to that. We've got videos of some Zimbabweans messing around the internet, talking and backlashing on South Africans.
I'm going to put up some couple of clips just to show you that when these women come and defend our country and defend our hospital and defend our medication in this country, it's not because they don't want to help these people. It's because South Africa has had enough. Let me tell you, we are helping people who are ungrateful. So it cannot continue to be like that. Enough is enough. I think, you know what, South Africa has always helped these people. But let me tell you, it will never be enough. They just want to come to this country and milk this country and destroy this country and do the wrong things to this country. And I know a lot of people tell you, oh, Zimbabwe, when you needed them, they helped you, blah, blah. I'm going to play you a clip of Robert Mugabe. I want you to pay attention to him and listen to him. What is he saying? What he said back then in 1970. And I know, because let me tell you, we need to clear this out, because let me tell you, many things were said and many things were done way back. There was not even much of recording. Sometimes we can't even bring all of this proof that what our country has went through. And I'm not saying they did not contribute wherever they could have contributed, but I just want you to listen to Robert Mugabe refusing to help South Africa during the time when South Africa was going through. And I'm not saying this is a payback time. We've always helped Zimbabwe, but they cannot continue to abuse our system. They cannot continue to come to our country. When we help them, they come to our country to do the crime that they're doing in this country. It's very difficult for us to, at the same time, to continue to help these people. We cannot continue like this. Let me not take much time, because this video is going to be long, because I'm going to play you a couple of video clips that I want you to listen. But let me not talk too much. Let me play you this first clip of Robert Mugabe, what he said in 1970. And you tell me, this is the same country you're telling us Zimbabwe help with, Zimbabwe help you. And I'm not saying they have not contributed. I'm just saying the mindset of those leaders back then and what he said. And you're going to tell me otherwise. But let's continue watch this clip, guys.
What about your relations with South Africa? Are you going to provide shelter to armed guerrillas who want to fight against the South African government's policies?
No, I've already said that we are going to follow a policy, a realistic policy in relation to South Africa. Our view is that we cannot avoid South Africa. It is a geographical reality, and so a policy of coexistence is the best thing we can do. Our view is that South Africa should avoid interfering in our affairs, and we should avoid interfering in South African affairs.
So you won't support opponents of apartheid from here?
We will support opponents of apartheid only politically and diplomatically at the international forums, but it is not our duty to take up arms against South Africa. It's the right and obligation of the people of South Africa to correct their own grievances their own way. We can only assist by giving them political and diplomatic support.
You're saying then that you don't see yourself in Zimbabwe as being a frontline state, as for example Mr. Michel of Mozambique was to Rhodesia?
Of course, we are not a frontline state. The struggle in South Africa.
These are the type of the insult that we get in our own country. A Zimbabwean woman insulting South. They've got over 60% of unemployed people. Not because we don't have jobs, it's because the jobs that we have, it has been scattered to many illegal foreigners. All these illegal foreigners who are coming to our country to steal our jobs. All these illegal foreigners who are coming to our hospitals and abuse our country. This is our country, and we'll protect our country. You have failed your own country, and you think you come to our country and destroy our country. Let me tell you guys, here in this country, we have got over 60% of unemployed. Let me play you this clip, this trending video that has been going on. I'm going to play the whole. No, 95% of the people there in Messina, in our own hospital, 95% of the patients there and people who are giving birth are Zimbabwean. This, even their own people knows this. I want you to watch this. This is their own people. Even report. It's not even us at all. It's their own people who are even telling you that this is why this Zimbabwean are doing. The Zimbabweans are busy. they're failing to go fight with the government because the government are busy stealing everything. And we're calling on anybody, we're calling on the president of Zimbabwe. And I know now they're busy trying to change the president, but whoever is the president of that Zimbabwe to fix your country and stop stealing your money from your own people, because we are paying the price because we are your neighbor. I wish you know what, I wish that Zimbabwe was not our neighbor, because let me tell you, this is too much. This is too much what they're doing. The leaders, the government are busy stealing every cent of that government, and we must pay for that. The failure of Zimbabwe, now it becomes a problem. It cannot be our problem.
What we have in Zimbabwe is a very corrupt environment where hospitals don't work anymore because of corruption. They're dilapidated. As I've always said in the past, that 2,500 Zimbabwean women die every year giving birth, and 95% of women who are giving birth at Musina Hospital on the South African side are from Zimbabwe, because we have a collapsed health delivery system. The biggest hospital in Zimbabwe only has one maternity theatre, which was built in 1977 by Ian Smith. So it's quite evident that all the problems that we are facing today in Zimbabwe have not been caused by sanctions, but by corrupt rule, because Zimbabwe's got a lot of resources. $150 million worth of gold is smuggled every month out of Zimbabwe. Those are billions at the end of every 12 months.
You heard it. It's not me. The whole Zimbabwe is literally giving birth in South Africa. The Zimbabwean government is not even contributing, not even a cent, to help the situation that we're facing in this country. It's not like we have everything in this country. We still don't have proper healthcare in this country, and these Zimbabweans are really pushing us to defend for us to defend this country, because it cannot continue that we have 95% of Zimbabwean there in Messina using our facilities, leaving the home country because the government, they keep on stealing the money, they keep on misusing the minerals they have. They're not supposed to be suffering because of greedy people in Zimbabwe. And these people don't want to. Every day we tell them, go back home and go face your government, go fix your country, because you're running to South Africa. It will not help anything. You are only causing more problem for us and for yourself. And you're only making our country look bad. Because let me tell you, Zimbabwe and Nigeria, Malawi, and many other, Somalia and all these other countries, they've made this country look so bad because of the things they're doing in their country. And when we defend our country, we are called names. It cannot be that in 2025 we're still fighting this. Over 95% of Zimbabwe using our hospital, giving birth in our hospital. Zimbabwe, please, enough is enough. Your rubbish, these things of trying to play victims, it's enough. It is enough. These things of you're gonna always come here. And I was here now.
Get out! Why are you running to the toilet, my sister? I will like a phone. I will like any times. Sisters, we're talking to you. Switch off the phone, we're talking to you. We're talking to you, switch off the phone. Are you there? Can you come closer? Come closer, we don't want to shout. The ambulances are passing there. We don't want to disturb you. South Africa is for the baby makers. You always come to South Africa to make babies. What? Why did you run away? You make babies, what? Sister, when we were checking in the ward, when did you run away? In the toilet, why? Why? Even now, she ran again. She said, I'm coming, I'm going to the bathroom. I saw one more toilet. She's gone. Now, well, you think we are playing? Can we have our medication? You did what? There's no way they don't give you. What were you doing inside there? They helped you again. That's already mad. You had blood. Where did you take them to? I didn't get medication. Because since you went to the. So you didn't get any medication, folic acid medication, nothing. And then how much is the blood test? Did you pay? How much? You know it's how much? You know it's how much? Just for 7. No, the blood test that you do. I'm asking 7. And some of the questions okay. You know how much for blood test? To get blood test. It's more than 2,000 something here in South Africa. Go to the private doctor, clinic or any doctor. Well, now you're doing medical blood test for Mahala in our country. You know, we pay tax. Is Zimbabwe paying South African government for your health care? Sorry. South African by association of people. I even like brothers to sisters. That's like anymore. That's like
because people are not, they don't even yes. And the well, you know what happens?
Can you go and fix your problem with him? Go to Zimbabwe. You don't want to anymore.
So start making arrangements. Let me say this. Now, today, when you get home, start making arrangements for where are you going to get that baby from? Where are you going to deliver that baby? Because here you are not coming. To Pretoria West, you are not coming. We don't want you anymore. Start making arrangements where you are going to deliver the child, because here we don't want to. Yeah, you can go to Ramaphosa's house. He will help you deliver the child.
No, even Julius Malema.
Yeah, even Julius Malema. Wrong person. Are you not pregnant? Are you not using our facilities free? Are you not using our facilities?
How much did you
What is wrong here? Because you are using our facilities. You are using our. You came with a bag to give birth. You are using our facilities. So we are not talking to the wrong person. We are talking to the right person.
You must go back to your country.
You came here to give birth.
We don't want you anymore. Yes.
Yes. So you can't say we are talking to the wrong person.
Which one? Or yes, I mean we are in the wrong. You are here. You know who I am. It's you who are here in South Africa. You are not a South African.
Yes.
Not necessarily you are not a South African. Especially you kill our brothers.
Yes. Your brothers are killing us.
Killing us. Yeah, you will die for the Zimbabwe. For the Zimbabweans that are killing us.
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Are you foreign?
I'm not my country.
Where are you from?
Yes.
I can't blame the women with whatever.
You see, it's almost the same thing. You beat a child and tell the child not to cry. Like, make this make sense that just a few months ago, it was recorded that Zimbabweans that are being managed, tolerated, illegally, most of them, for the most part, in the country South Africa would be there and unaliving South African citizens. They are not done dealing with the trauma this has caused to the families. They are not done dealing with the incessant, constant crimes being committed by foreigners, illegal foreigners as Zimbabweans. They are not done talking about how they flock into the country, take up job opportunities illegally, do all manner of sort of crimes, same as most Nigerians do, as a result of a failed state. Get where I'm coming from. Failed state, failed country, failed leaders. That these dumb, naive human beings cannot take responsibility for their loopholes, their laxity, and channel their energy to their leaders to hold their leaders accountable, but rather want to always play the victim. Make this make sense. This is Africa. Welcome to Africa, where people will boldly look into your eyes, come into your privacy, invade into your privacy, do all manner of illegal, illicit acts direct to you, and still turn back to play the victim. Welcome to Africa. And still, at the end of the day, do not even feel remorse. Neither would they want to take responsibility for their actions or even apologize. Have that sympathy, have that remorse. But at the end of the day, when the people, the victims, the real victims react, they are being tagged all manner of names. Make this make sense. See on this hand what Nigerians are doing to other citizens. They are not done with themselves. If you should know 1%, 2% of what Nigerians as such are doing to Nigerians, like, we literally do not feel safe, guys. It's that bad. Like, each time I'm out on the street, out on the road, I'm always watching my back. I'm always living in fear as a result of these things, because, guys, nowhere is safe. Every day you turn on the news, it's one crime, one kidnapping, missing child, unaliving, dismembering, criminal acts or the other. I mean, as a Nigerian, this is what they have really turned out doing in Ghana, doing in other countries. It's draining. So watching those videos, broke my heart. And I don't know where we're headed as humans. I don't know where we're headed as Nigerians. I don't see any hope as a Nigerian for this country, because, guys, the worst part of it is that the said people, Nigerians, Zimbabweans, name it, all the citizens who are first, right, to throw stones, throw shit, to invade into other people's country, are the first people that always want to play the victim. But we will continue to expose their toxic and narcissistic character and behavior. Let's hear what Chimdi have to say, right? Let's hear.
This is why I love Ghanaians. The game is on between Ghanaians and Nigerians. So Nigerians actually had the guts to tell Ghanaians to stop watching or airing their movies in their Ghanaian stations. And see, there are no excuses in this, because this clearly came from a Nigerian actress. So there is no way Nigerians can actually outrun this. And most, if not all, Nigerians supported her. So you know one thing that pisses me off. Don't start a war you cannot finish. Because right now I know that Ghanaians are very peaceful people, but one of the things I know about them is that whenever they want to fight, they fight till the end, kind of like South Africans. Do you understand? But owing to the fact that Nigerians are crafty, they are also cowards. They can start a war, but in the middle of it all, you hear them say, "Why do Ghanaians hate us?" You hear them start complaining. The Nigerians in Ghana are being pulled down. Xenophobia, blah blah blah, Nigerophobia, whatever, Afrophobia, blah blah blah. These are the same people that started the war, but in the middle of it, they are the ones that started it too. In the middle of it, they start complaining like children. They start weeping tears. They start shedding sentiments like children. Now, when you look at Ghanaians, listen, Ghanaians have stopped watching Nigerian movies, so no more on their YouTube, no more on their TV stations, no more. The war is on. I hope Nigerians are able to maintain this war, as to staying away from anything that is Ghanaian. I hope Nigerians are able, because one of the things I know in criminology is that those who always seek for trouble, are usually not firm. Those who always seek for trouble are usually cowards. That's one of those things I know. In criminology clearly states this. Whenever you see a coward, he is always in the business of seeking for trouble. He's always in the business of causing commotion. But at the end of it all, when he gets towards the heated period, they begin to succumb, they begin to compromise, they begin to complain. Do you understand the situation? And when you look around, you see that this is the nature, this is the habit of most Nigerians. They are the ones complaining now. Don't worry. At the end of it all, in fact, we know that you Nigerians will be the ones to continue complaining. Save this video because it will be a reference to you people. Cowards.
We've heard what Chimdi said in the clips, right? And as a matter of fact, this is practically how most Nigerians act and behave. No lies, no jokes. Best believe that even in this worst and critical state of things going on, being exhibited by Nigerians, there are still people that will come out to defend people like this. I've got them always in my comment section. But do you know what? The fact remains that for he who supports evil will perish with the sword of evil. Yes, he who carries a sword will definitely die by that sword. But the thing is, do not give yourself prey as a victim of circumstance to these wolves, to these animals, to these demons in human forms, because where is the living conscience? Where is the heart of man at this point? How can somebody be so cruel to do this, unaliving, dismembering their own fellow human beings? You heard it. It's been there. Tons and tons of other country citizens coming to Nigeria and yet getting missing. What can we say about this? Yet the government is so quiet. They're silent. They're silent about it because they are part and parcel of these things. For these countries who invade South Africa, why are their leaders quiet? Why are their leaders not waking up? Why are they not even holding their leaders accountable? Because they know the level of corruption that they entangle themselves with. They know how it's benefiting them in terms of what? Corruption. They know how much they're stealing. You heard it from the video clips we watched. It's so painful. It's so disheartening, and So heartbreaking that things like this are happening, and yet we think other people are our major problem first. No, we are the custodian of our problems. Personally speaking, my heart goes out to South Africa, goes out to Ghana, and even my country, Nigeria, for those who are victims of situations and circumstances like this, as I am rightly experiencing, because the pain, the humiliation, the embarrassment, and shame I feel every single day as a Nigerian, seeing these things, hearing these things all over the media, and I'll begin to wonder, how did I even become a Nigerian? How did I get here? How did I find myself in a country like this? Oh my God. How am I associated with people like this that act and behave as animals instead of humans? How? Can somebody please wake me up from this slumber, because I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I just came out here to pour my heart. It's not easy dealing with all these things. Each day I tune into the news, it's one thing or the other, one story or the other. The other day we recorded incidents of missing children that went to write JAM, which is a national examination for students who wants to get admission into the university. Exam was set for 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and worthless, useless, and irresponsible parents who leave their children all alone, who are between teenage ages 14, 15, 16, thereabout. Even adults. Look at an old woman like this getting kidnapped, get missing, get adopted. Then you leave your children to go out at the end of the day unprotected. And today we have records of children missing all over the country, Nigeria. Why is Nigeria a curse to us? Why is Nigeria a curse to us? Why is Nigeria a pain in my neck? Why is Nigeria a pain in my neck? Why is Nigeria constantly causing me shame and humiliation? Why? Guys, anyways, I thank God that the good people of South Africa are addressing their issues and, putting all these illegal foreigners in their place, because they need to go back and fix their country as supposed. You can't be getting pregnant anyhow, anywho, just like Nigerians do, and you want to put the responsibility in other people's country. This is a country that runs with budget. Their budget does not include illegal, irresponsible foreigners who are not responsible and accountable. Why take your own burden on other people's country and you open your wild, dirty mouth to blame South Africans, to talk down, insult, unalive, ridicule this same country that keeps you and feeds you, helps you to give birth to your unaccounted, irresponsible pregnancies that you do not have plans for. I feel no pity for people like this, because pregnancy do not happen by accident. It's supposed to be planned. South Africa is not a refuse dump for humans who are not responsible. No this and no peace. Whether you are a Nigerian, a Zimbabwean, or any citizen, be responsible for yourself. Be accountable for your actions and inactions, and stop overburdening other people, other countries' citizens, other countries. Stop unaliving other individuals. Stop unaliving fellow Nigerians. Nigerians, stop unaliving other citizens' country. You have brought curses upon your generations and generations unborn. The blood you people are shedding, the blood of the innocent, will continue and forever be upon your heads, upon the heads of your children and your children's children and your generations to come. No stone will be left unturned for you to be punished. If you take any life, you and your generations will pay for it. Stop unaliving, dismembering other citizens from other countries. Stop unaliving your own fellow Nigerians. Stop taking the life that you did not give. Stop, because cost will be anyone who does that. For this that I have seen today, you guys have destroyed my emotions. You've messed up with my feelings. You're messing up with my mental health. Seeing these things happening every single day, every single time, I regret, and I will always regret being identified as a citizen of Nigeria with attitude and character from people like you, people destroying the country, the name Nigeria. It's already rubbed in the mud. We are trying to save it, but you guys are doing the worst. Stop it. Stop it. Enough is enough. Everybody be responsible for yourself, for your actions and inactions, and for every life you bring into this world, and for any life you take. You are under a curse, and you will go by the sword. You will die by that same sword. No mercy. Enough is enough. A word is enough for the wise. It's high time everybody sit up and begin to do the needful to stop all this. I wonder why the government of Ghana is silent. I wonder, a video like this making rounds. Ha. It's okay. I rest it here. Do share this video, like this video, and stay subscribed. It is not over until it's over. I need more of your prayers, your support, your love down there in the comment section, because my strength is failing me. My strength is failing me. I'm a human, right? Seeing these things affects me so much. My strength is failing me. The things around me tries to keep me happy, but the things out within, the things happening in Nigeria, and Nigeria is failing me. Nigeria is breaking my heart. Let's leave it at that. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'll wrap it up here. Keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed. I'll see you in my next one.